Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. At the plate, Steve Lombardozzi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Oakland, second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. On, he pops it up, and that'll get down for a base hit. So stepping in, Jed Lowry.
Shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. As a look, now the pitch. Look out! A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. On to first to complete the double play. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. First offering on its way, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt, in fact.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
1-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, what a job right here to put yourself in position to get out of this one after giving up back-to-back singles to the first 2 batters.
The 1-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the A's have taken a 1-0 lead. Here's Chris Davis now.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball. Just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. Digging in, Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Astros, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. That misses. 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one just missed outside. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
From 0-2 to 3-2. What a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Payoff pitch one more time. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting second.
In now,
Right
Gregory
fielder,
Polanco.
Gregory Polanco.
From the stretch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Lowry on to first, and they get the double play. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Hit in the air out toward left. Davis is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Right fielder, Matt Joyce.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Correa stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting 7.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Missed with a breaking ball. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Soft liner to the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Lombardozzi. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that'll get down out there. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Jet Lowry. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez is in pursuit. 1 run is scored. And he's in safely to third as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
1-1 the count. Looking to minimize the damage here. Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, has 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Ready now, OAK HOU, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. First offering on its way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Count is 1-2 now. Two and two.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Softly hit here to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second. Stepping into the box, Chris Davis, trying to keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. From the stretch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder, Davis. Sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
A dive and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. Coming to the plate now, Bruce Maxwell. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Gurriel is over to take a look at it, and that's going to land foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's a pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Line towards center field. Springer is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's George Springer, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly in his hand so far. Now here it comes. squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Settling in now, Scooter Gennett. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far.
Scooter Gennett.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And Lowry will put this away for out number 2. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Lombardozzi over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Into the box, Matt Chapman hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Chapman, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name.
Ouch, that one hit him. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Steve Lombardozzi. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
2 strikes.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Lays off 2-2 now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Charlie Morton is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Jed Lowry will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And he misses with it. 1-1. Chapman at second. Lombardozzi on at first with nobody out. 2-1.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Marcus Semien will come on now and run at third base following the injury. Digging in once again, Matt Olson. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, OAK HOU. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street. The fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Left fielder, Brendan Davis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A called strike over the outside corner. And he pops it up back behind second base. Altuve shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Left fielder, Marwin Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Gonzalez carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Here's a ball headed for left center, and that'll get over the head of Lowry at short. It's a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Standing in, Evan Gattis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. Right over the middle, knee high. Gattis, who's sometimes called Bull for apparent reasons. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here. Striding in, Alex Bregman.
Number 2, Alex Bregman.
He's set, and the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Gattis on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he struck him out. So coming to the plate, Gregory Polanco. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Polanco, or El Cafe as he's sometimes referred to. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The 0-2 home. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-2 down the third baseline, backhanded, throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Matt Joyce now as we begin the top of the 4th.
Right fielder, Matt Joyce.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Ball 2.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
The catcher, number 13.
Ready once again, Bruce Maxwell. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-1.
Here's a strike. Maxwell, a native of the state of Delaware. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
In the dirt here. Striding forward now is the DH, Stephen Piscotty. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Altuve for 1. Back to first, and he throws it away. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
Just missed with a breaking ball.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip this one on to first as he works his way out of the jam, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Lombardozzi right there. And there's one down now. Now in the box, George Springer. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that was a pretty good pitch, too, man. That last AB when he went deep, that was a fastball that was in and off the plate. So that tells me this guy likes the ball on that inner half of the plate or even inside off the plate. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm keeping the ball away from this guy.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Is swung on and missed. Strike one. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Designated hitter, Scooter Gennett.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. The pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 fouled balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Joyce is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Lombardozzi, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Lombardozzi is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a mess the entire season.
Shortstop.
Here's Jed Lowry now. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And Lowry swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for route number 1. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. So tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
The 2-1 home. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Lombardozzi ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score. And it's now a 6-run lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, OAK HOU. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. Ready for another shot now, Chris Davis. And they're runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. Gone! Now batting, Matt Joyce. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Matt Joyce.
Pitch on the way. Fouled off. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Full count, 3-2. Line to the right side. But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And a fastball just a bit high.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Altuve takes it in. Though in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and 1 the count.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Now here's a drive out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double. Next up for the Stros, Marwin Gonzalez. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. Stepping in, Evan Gattis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Evan Gattis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
1 and 2.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Olsen in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. On, he pops it up. Lombardozzi ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Up next for the Astros.
Striding in for Houston, Gregory Polanco. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Sent on the ground out to second. Lombardozzi over to his left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Stephen Piscotty.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And a neck-high fastball that time. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Piscotty retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Popped up. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
The batter, number 20.
Riding in once again, Steve Lombardozzi. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
To 1-2 now. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There is Altuve. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Jose Altuve. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Dribbled up the line. Tough play for Simeon. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Batter number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. And he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there. Here's George Springer. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. Now the Astros designated hitter, Scooter Gennett. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. A fastball that just misses inside. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard down the line. And there's his first base hit in this one. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So digging in now, Yuli Gurriel. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Gennett at second with 2 down. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. The 1-1 hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 high in the air out to center field. Powell's under it, and that retires the side. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point.
Jed Lowry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. One and one.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Gurriel calls for it. 1 out. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 1 out and a runner on second base. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field. The next 0-2.
Check the swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball one. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Lowry rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7. Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. First pitch on its way. Ripped toward the gap in right. Powell is on his way home. He will score as they push their lead to 8 now. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Now playing third base, number 10, Marcus Semien.
Matt Joyce will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Boshers has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Bruce Maxwell waits on deck. And he looks at a sinker for a call. Third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Bruce Maxwell. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Davis stands at second with 2 gone. Sinker. 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Rounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Next will be the designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Over to Altuve for the fourth, and that'll be that.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
The 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Ready with another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Jerry Familia takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1. Pitch on the way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. High pop-up. Olsen on the move. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there are 2 gone now. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Alex Bregman. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Powell. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's Gregory Polanco. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Third baseman, Marcus Semien.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Now the pitch. To short. Correa ranges to his right. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready for another chance? Steve Lombardozzi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jed Lowry. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. Lined hard toward right center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Digging in, Matt Olson. He got under one and popped out his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Lowry, the runner at first with two gone. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Leading off for the Astros, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. The Stros find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jose Altuve is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Lifetime against Familia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Howell's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's George Springer. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. The 1-1 home. Bounce towards the second baseman. Lombardozzi gonna have to hurry, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. They'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. Gurriel ranging into shallow right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Matt Joyce now.
Right fielder, Matt Joyce.
Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. That misses. It's 2-0 now to the Oakland right fielder. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Springer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Stepping up now, Scooter Gennett. Lifetime against Familia. He's just 1 for 6.
Scooter Gennett.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Ball 2 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
First baseman.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. He's set. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Last strike now for Houston. Swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.